Welcome to Techi. In this video we are going to perform a manual installation of latest PHP on Windows IIS Web Server. We will test the PHP version and finally we will install the PHP test site. So let's jump to the server and get started. So right now we are on our server, and first of all let's see how we can download PHP for Windows. You can just type PHP for Windows and you will see this link, and once it is open you can see that which version do I choose. If you are using IIS, you should use the non-thread safe version of PHP, and most recent version of PHP is built with the Visual Studio 2017 and 19, so we have to download this Visual C++ redistribution pack and we will try to install it. It is downloaded and let's try to install it now. It's a small piece of software and it will get installed quickly. It is asking for a restart. We will restart it later. So now it is installed. So let's go to the download, and you can see the PHP 8.3 is the latest version, and for IIS we have to choose the non-thread safe version, and this is the latest one. So let's try to download this zip file. It's downloading now, and let me try to extract this file now, and I will try to extract it on the PHP folder. So now we got this PHP folder, and let's try to cut it from here and we will try to paste it inside the C drive. So let me paste it here. So the PHP files has been pasted inside the C drive. Let's try to set the environment variables now. Go to the properties of computer, and inside the advanced system settings click on environment variables, click on path, edit it, and just we have to click on new. Inside the C drive we have our PHP, so let me click on OK, OK again. Let me close this. So inside the PHP we have to edit this php.ini file. First of all we will try to rename it. We will remove the production from here and we will rename it as a php.ini. And now let's try to edit this. We will try to edit this with the notepad, and we have to enable few extension. We will search for the CGI force. So CGI.force, and we will uncomment this and we will change the value to the 0 and we will uncomment this. This will enable the CGI force redirect. And the next one will be CGI.fix. So we do not have to change the value here. We just need to uncomment it. So it is done. And the next is fast CGI.impersonate. This is the one. So we do not have to change any value here as well, and we will just try to uncomment it. It will enable this. And the next one we have to search for fast CGI.logging. So let me uncomment this as well. And one more is there, extension equal to MySQLi. We have to enable this. So this is also enabled now. And the extension PDO, I will uncomment this as well. Extension equal to PDO MySQL. Let me save this. We have enabled the required extension. Let me close this. Now let's confirm the PHP extension we have. So we will just type PHP -m. You can see we have this extension MySQLi here. So we have successfully enabled the extension. Let me close this. Let's try to create the user now. So we will go to the computer management. Inside the user I will create a new user, and I will name the user as WP_SVC, and will set the password. Password never expires, and we'll create this user. So now this user has been created. So let's go to the properties of this user and add the administrator as a member. So now we have added the administrators. Now let's go to the IIS, and inside the server we have to set the handler mapping. We will add a new module, and will required path will be the star.php, and module will be the fast CGI module, and the extension we have to give for the php cgi.exe. So let me filter this exe, and here we have to give this php.cgi.exe. So the executable is there, and let's name it as a fast CGI, and make sure that you select the files and folder here. So we have successfully selected the files or folder, and we'll click on OK and OK again. We'll click on yes. So handler mapping is done, and now we have to set the default document. We will add the default document, and I will type it here as index.php, and we'll click on OK. So now our IIS can read the PHP file as well. Let's go to the fast CGI, double click it, and we will add here the PHP fast CGI max requests, and we will set the value as 1000. Now click on OK, OK again. Now go to the application pool. We will create a new pool, and I will name the pool as a WordPress, and we'll click on OK. And now we have to set the application pool data, so you can find it under the identity. So inside the identity, click on edit and set the custom account. So I will set the account which we have created. So this is our server name, server 2022. I will copy it from here, and we'll put the username here. Here we have a user wp_svc. So let me copy the name of the user from here, and let's put the user here, and I will put the same password. Click on OK. OK again. Let me close this, and you can create a notepad file by the name of phpinfo.php and type this text on that file, and I will put this file inside our root folder, that is inside the C drive, inetpub and www.root. I will paste it here, and let's try to confirm the PHP is installed or not. So for that you can type just localhost and phpinfo.php. So now you can see our PHP version 8.3.4 has been installed on our Windows Server. I will create a new file by the name of index.php, and will put a small code for testing purpose, and we will try to put it inside a test website. So let me cut it from here, and let's try to paste it inside the root folder, that is inside the inet www.root, and I will create a new folder. Let's name it as a test.com, and inside this I will paste this index.php. So now let's try to create a new website, and the site name is test.com, and let's provide the physical path for that website, that is inside www.root, and I will set it with the IP. I will bind this with the IP. So now the test.com has been set. Let's restart and try to browse this site. You can see the hello world is open now. If we see the default document, you can see the index.php. So now we have successfully installed the PHP and tested a website. I hope the video was informative, and let's meet in a next video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell icon to get notified whenever I post new content.